Hello everyone and welcome to Dan Tarrant's Tech, and I hope you're doing well. Today we have AMD news. We're looking at CPUs and APUs. We have updates on the X570 motherboards and Navi. So let's roll that intro and jump straight on into it. So let's kick things off with AMD Ryzen 3rd generation CPUs first, and this source was originally found on Bilibili.com. However, Google Translate did a horrible job, so we jumped straight to WCCF Tech. Currently, the sample CPUs that have been tested are showing a massive 15% increase in IPC over the last generation, which is pretty impressive. The frequency of the CPU is also reportedly hitting 4.5 GHz. Now, we don't know which of the CPUs this is, whether this is a boost clock on one or all the cores, plus if this was at stock settings or had been manually overclocked. So, staying with WCCF Tech, and we move on to the X570 motherboards, and the platform comes with PCI Express Gen 4. However, manufacturers are currently running into issues with the speeds being affected, and are currently testing a second version. With these issues, it's likely that the B550 motherboards will lack the PCI Express Gen 4 support. The X570 motherboards will have 40 PCIe lanes, with 16 of these going to be dedicated to the expansion slots, and also some dedicated to the SATA interface, leaving the remaining lanes to run over the CPU. Plus, it comes with some great bandwidth with 8 USB 3.1 Gen 2 ports. So it's likely that Computex we will see the announcement of the X570 motherboards, with a launch sometime in July, and the B550 motherboards delayed for 2 months thereafter. Also, just add in here that the A320 motherboards will not support 3rd generation Ryzen. However, the B350 boards will, but there's no difference as they're near enough identical. So moving on to Navi drivers, and they have been spotted. On over at Phoronix.com we can see that AMD LLVM backend began seeing GFX 1010, and this is going to be the code for Navi. According to this source, a legal review is now clearing up the last few bits before it can actually be released publicly by AMD, which is going to be the last step. Now, along with the code for Navi, and we move on to APUs, which as always are a year behind the desktop CPUs but carry the same branding. In regards to Ryzen 3000 APUs, they will be based on the Zen Plus architecture and are going to follow the Ryzen 2000 series in having a Vega built-in graphics. So in AMD's latest Radeon software patch notes, there was a mention to Renoir, which by AMD's roadmap is going to be 4th generation Ryzen. Komachi leaked this snippet showing us that Renoir GFX 909 is actually probably going to be a more refined version of Vega 20. However, that's not to say that we won't see Navi APUs later on down the line. So sticking with Navi, and we have this leaked roadmap, which is quite interesting as we have recently seen the leaked AMD PCB. The roadmap shows us the upcoming names of AMD's GPU lineup, the 3000 series. But what makes this interesting is the 2 special editions. So Navi 10 has 56 compute units with the performance of an RX 3080 plus 15% at 180 watt TDP for a price of $330. Navi 20 has 64 compute units with the performance of an RTX 2080 plus 20% at 225 watt TDP for only $430. Now, we don't have any specs on the memory. We however know there's 8 GDDR6 modules on the PCB. This could either be an 8GB or 16GB GPU with a 256-bit bus, frequencies of 12 or 14 GHz and a bandwidth of 384 or 448 GB a second. However, from this post, Navi 10 is going to be on the GCN architecture, which means it needs all the bandwidth it can get. However, the timing of all these leaks can't just be a coincidence, as this post shows that AMD have confirmed a Q3 launch for 2019. And the date is to be the 7th of July, which we have also said in previous videos. Not only this, but it will launch at a cheaper price than the Radeon 7 card did. So that's it all from me today. If you did like the video, then go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Do click on that subscribe button, do click on that bell icon for more notifications from myself, and I shall see you all in the next video.